Man, I don't know why it was so difficult to get you on here, player.
Man, you know me, man. I'm old school. Might have been me. It ain't you.
Well, it's good to see you. Let that be known. It's great to see you, bruh.
You too. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm sitting here chilling, was waiting on you to get another
I
legend here.
remember me. You know what's up, man. I'm here now, man. It's a little big, the boss up in here, man. America's Most Wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was playing just a little bit of that just right now on the interlude of waiting for you to get here. I was playing Act Like You Know. Man, like, a lot of cats, they don't understand the power y'all had during then, man.
No, they don't. A lot of people don't even know the whole story and the real background how it was even built. You know, it was a plan, bro. It wasn't. A lot of this stuff wasn't by happenstance or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything was a plan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was just proud to be one of the directors of the plan. You know.
Well, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and talk about that plan. So, first of all, welcome to Taking It Back Tuesdays here on hype-radio.com. I'm Shadow.
And thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure, you know, with regular life going on and COVID and, you know what I'm saying, just trying to make ends meet for the family, man, and people still remembering us, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've been in the game for 30 plus years, man.
Ooh.
I appreciate you just, you know what I'm saying, you know, people still recognizing us and remembering us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of youngsters that don't know the history of a lot of Bay Area and underground rap music, man. But you know what I'm saying? Still here, man. You know what I'm saying? We still here. We still working, too.
And that's a blessing. So, we're going to get to that one because I'm going to need that new one, bruh. But let's go ahead and talk about this old. How did we even get started with America's Most Wanted? How did that group come together?
America's Most Wanted came about when the group member of mine, which is Cheech Mack, went to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? We was out on the streets, man, and I think he went to the pen at 17. And
Ooh.
yeah, so and at that point I wasn't even on the streets like that. You know what I'm saying? I was his homie and stuff like that. He was, you know, like little homie, he had came out transplant from Ohio when he was just a little kid. And man, we was on the block out there just, you know, well, he was on the block really doing what he do. My brothers and them was some of them boys, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a part of that, you know what I'm saying, until they probably felt it was my turn and my time. And make a long story short, man, we both ended up on the block, and Cheech got caught up and he went to the pen, and he used to write me and call me, you know what I'm saying, and we used to talk all the time. And in one of his songs, at the end of the lyrics, he says something, 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 I'm America's Most Wanted. And that was just one of his raps, and I was like, whoa. And from there on, you know what I'm saying, it was born, you know. And I recruited Chuckster, you know what I'm saying, Charles Mack, and I recruited Chris Melody, you know what I'm saying, which Cheech didn't know them. So when Cheech got home, you know, it was a lot of bullshit going on because he didn't, you know, as far as he was concerned, man, it's just me and him. Like, he one of them dudes, it's just me and you forever, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was, and we was rocking like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how America's Most Wanted was born. So I dropped the first album, Armed and Dangerous, and you know, and Criminals, while Cheech was in the pen. He had no idea what was going on. So when I recruited them, we actually dropped that album while he was in the pen.
Ooh.
If you look at the album cover, I think it was the Armed and Dangerous cover. We on there just Armed and Dangerous. We on the cover with the guns and stuff like that. But when you look at the album Criminals, when we dropped it, the day that we dropped that and took the pictures for the album cover, he had just got out the pen that day. So when you look at the cover, you will see us standing there, and he got on a tank top with one of my chains on, with a chain on, and he's standing there because it was. Hey, but that's how organic it was, man. It was real. That was real right there.
That's what's up. So it's definitely not like the little fake shoot 'em up, gang, gang, bang, bang. I'm gonna be a gangbanger today, but if I get caught, I'm snitching on everybody tomorrow.
Man, no, as a matter of fact, man, you know what I'm saying, not to ruffle no feathers or leave,
Hey,
I know
brother,
some stones that
this
people
is
on it.
this
There's some
is
stones.
this is my house. This is my house. You want to ruffle some
Okay,
feathers tonight? We gonna ruffle some feathers.
If I can speak in your house, brother, let me tell you something. It's some groups out there right now, some hot, you know what I'm saying, some platinum, that wouldn't fuck with us because we was too real. Like, you know how a lot of these groups had, back then you had to have the CEO, like the dope dealer nigga on the streets, the CEO, and you had some groups, and then they had the dude behind it. You had the groups, you had the dudes behind it. Man, we was them niggas. It wasn't nobody behind us. Everything we did, man, we paid for that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We did have a deal with Triad Records, but man, we got to deal with Triad Records way after. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with Triad Records after we was already out there doing our shit.
Okay.
And with like Eric Baker. I don't know if you know Eric Baker and Elijah Baker. You know what I'm saying? Elijah was the bass player for the Tonys, but his older brother was, recording some of our songs. I don't know if everybody remember Blind Man Joe, but it was actually a blind man named Joe that used to run the boards, man, the big one. He was blind, and he still can run the boards and stuff like that. He was the Ross, and that's where we used to record at. The Tonys used to record up there, and we used to record up there because we was on the same block. So when they go up there, you know what I'm saying, man, let me go up there and see what's happening. And Eric was one of the engineers. Eric Baker was one of the engineers, you know what I'm saying, for the America's Most Wanted albums and stuff like that.
Okay. But to be blind and running them big ass boards, that's crazy.
He was the shit, man. Rest in peace, Joe Capers, man. He was the shit, man. If anybody ever do their homework on Joe Capers, man, do your homework, man. You know, ask some of the later producers like Deshaun Tees and Stan Keefs, find a way. You ask some Lloyd Richmond, and you ask them, they'll tell you, man, this dude was blind, man. He used to be feeling around on the board and could mix your shit. And could you imagine his ear though?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. I'm here to tell you, man. That's some of the stuff that we used to go through. Man. He was a good dude, man. Rest in peace to that cat, man, because he believed in us. You know what I'm saying? When we was rough and rugged, and he wasn't scared to let us in his studio and fuck with us. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
And through America's Most Wanted, man, it was a lot of groups born.
Okay.
Now, long story short, Street Thugs, for instance.
We just had them here a little while ago.
Yeah, see, nobody knows that the real story. A.M.W. America's Most Wanted was the Street Thugs. We was the Street Thugs first because A.M.W., we were in litigation for the name A.M.W. Remember, by the time we came out, the show America's Most Wanted was out, so we was in litigation, but we won by something called eminent domain or something like that, which means if the people saw me by face, they'd be like, oh, that's dude from America's Most Wanted, and we actually won that shit. So when you look up A.M.W. or America's Most Wanted, you'll see the TV shows and you'll see us at the same time. So
wow,
I knew just from our luck and how shit went for black people, I knew we wasn't finna beat these people for this name and this show, but we actually did, which then I had a whole new logo and everything for the Street Thugs. And when we won, I was like, I'm not throwing this name away.
Hell
you know
no.
what I'm saying? And so that's the real, that's how the Street Thugs was born. It was Sean Cole, Keisha Cole brother, Nutso. It was Zolly Fears. It was Truman Jefferson, who did Represent 92 for Pac as the producer. He was in the group. And it was a hitter, and this is a trip, man, because this is how it was. It was a hitter in the group. We called him Big Time. His name was Big Mark, 9MM, and he was in the group. Man, and I'm talking about, man, we got the pictures. A.M.W. never had to take the pictures as Street Thugs. We never took the picture as Street Thugs because we didn't have to.
Right.
But when we got the first group members, we always had hitters in our group. So when you look at the A.M.W. album, Armed and Dangerous, if you look on it, we had Mike Satterfield, T-Bone. Those dudes didn't rap or nothing, but they was a part of us. It was different, bro. You didn't have to be man. You in the group, you in the group. You see what I'm saying? That's how it was. Truman was a producer, and Big Mark was he was really like my best friend from the hood, man. He was a hitter, you know what I'm saying? He was a real cat, but I got pictures of that. I got the glossy with the street thugs with them, with Zolly, Nutso, Truman. Man, it was shit crazy. You feel me?
Man, you need to go ahead and put that book out.
So, and it was another rapper in San Francisco by the name of Jay Grand. We was all a crew at that time. So being stuck in Oakland, we wasn't privy to politics. Like, we didn't really go nowhere, man. You know how you so stupid, like we was stuck to our hood. Like, we thought that was going about our neighborhood and going to San Leandro was like going to LA to us, man. We was stuck in that bitch. Like, man, we know this block. Like, if you ask some village niggas from the village, 69, 65th village, like the older cats, man, coming outside they comfort zone, man, now that really didn't happen a lot. Like, everything that we needed was right there in that hood, so we didn't come up out of there a lot, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? It was a trip, and it was a trip in that sense. So, that's how, so when we used to do shows, like I say, back to the politics, when we used to do shows, we used to go to San Francisco, and man, we thinking it's all love, but it ain't all love. We got, you know, we talking about street politics pouring over to the music and people not knowing how to accept it or how to act. Because we was gangsters that was rapping. We thought it was disrespectful to call me a rapper. Because you got to understand, at that point in time, you know what I'm saying, we looking at Ham and we looking at other cats and, oh, you a rapper. We thought, man, nigga, you got me fucked up. And I'm a gangster that just happened to do this shit. You got me fucked up. You feel me?
Right.
But I remember we did a show in San Francisco and the shit got real. And I was like, damn. And everybody, you know, doing their little thing. We running back to the limousine like little bitches. We getting the guns. But to me, I was like, damn. It wasn't like we were scared, but it was like a surreal moment. Like, damn, this is what this shit do? Like, this is what we trying to get out of, and we coming into the music business, and this is what it is. So the plan in my head already was to recruit cats from other cities to make the real mob as a whole. That is everybody don't know that the real mob is a family, like the Dungeon family or like Wu-Tang. So you had the criminal industry of niggas, which is Sin from Richmond.
Right.
You had a combination of the street thugs. You had a combination of the street thugs from Oakland and San Francisco, which that's how Doe and Lynn got in there.
Okay.
You had Mr. Jet Black, you know what I'm saying, from Hayward, who, you know what I'm saying, you had me and Cheech and Chuck and Mello from the town. You had Confusion, man. It's a whole bunch of us, man. If I miss some of my homies, you know, I'm just talking right now, but like I say, we a large ass. We had Go-Go as a producer, Truman as a producer, Chuck as a producer. Everything was like in-house. Everything, we did everything. We did everything together. Like, everything was real. The hustle was real. You know, when we got money, you know what I'm saying? The hustle was real. Everything was real. I ain't gonna think of nothing else.
Yeah, we don't need to tell anything else.
No, we ain't gonna do that one.
Yeah. So, going forward, because we got the group, we done dropped the albums, Brother done got out of, I don't like to say penitentiary, I say college, because you learn some shit up in there. So when he got out, y'all 2 albums deep, finna drop another one. When did it come to the point where Death Row started knocking on your door?
Death Row never knocked on our door. Death Row never knocked on our door. Death Row knocked on the street thugs' door.
Okay.
Death Row knocked on Nutso's door. They didn't knock on. See, like I said, man, we out in the streets hustling, and this is another story within itself. With Aunt Wiggins, I don't know if you know who French Braids is. You know what I'm saying? Snake Pit Records.
Yes.
Snake Pit Records. So Snake Pit Records was like a family member to Nutso's. So when we were doing this music and signing artists, it was through blood, bruh. It was through wasn't always by paperwork. It was like, man, this is how we getting down in the streets. I don't give a fuck like about none of that, man. This is how we been getting down. This is the mob. You fucking with us. So Nutso and Jet at the time, I think, you know what I'm saying, like veered off and started fucking with French Parade. And when he was fucking with, they was fucking with just Snake Pit. And when they started fucking with Snake Pit, I was kind of like, man, niggas is still in my groups, like, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't kosher. So I had to do some recon. You know what I'm saying? I had to go over there and see what was up on 92nd and C Street or D Street, wherever it was, to see what was up. And I ran into Ant, and he told me the story. And at that time, they said that, you know, I guess we wasn't making enough noise and moving fast enough, but they said they wasn't signed with, you know, us, which is the real mob, which was the core A.M.W. Okay. And that's how the deal came. So the deal came through Hammer, which is a whole nother story. Me and Hammer always been folks. You know what I'm saying? Me and Killer We, you know what I'm saying, the right hand, we always, right now down to this day, like, those are some bonds. We might not see eye to eye on certain shit, but there's some bonds you can't break. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it come down to the real, I don't give a fuck what Ham did, what Ham said. You know, if I call Hammer right now, he's gonna pick up this phone. You feel me? And if he don't pick up the phone, he's gonna call back. What's up, real? I ain't fucking with you right now. What's up, real? What's going on? Everything good? Okay. You know, and we'll take it from there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how it is with all of us. We go through shit, man. You know, we go through shit for real. Like it's on some real nigga shit. It's not just on some loyalty shit, but it's on a lot of this be on some name shit. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? The way we've been rocking is the way we've been rocking. At the end of the day, that's how the Street Thugs ended up at Death Row, through Hammer, through Snake Pit Records, down to the Street Thugs, to Nutso down there. Tupac wanted Shine. Okay. First. You know what I'm saying? And then the Street Thugs was supposed to give a deal because of that name. The Street Thugs had been rocking that thug shit, and they wanted that. You know what I'm saying? They wanted everything that came with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And the Street Thugs brought that to the table. The only way I got down there, I had an album called Ridiculous that I never dropped. This was the funniest thing, because I felt that they left me, and when they was in LA and stuff like that, man, it was like, damn, I put all this shit together, man, and we ain't eating like it. We ain't at Death Row, and this is why motherfuckers say, you know what I'm saying, dot your I's and cross your T's, because I see now, man, motherfuckers ain't loyal. This shit crazy. We out here by ourselves. So what I did is I called Hammer, and I told Hammer I had some songs for him for the Death Row album, which was the songs that was my songs for my album. So I trashed my album and sent Hammer some of my songs, right, that I was working on. And he said, man, you got to come down here right now. And man, next thing smoking, me and Chuck in L.A. Crazy.
Wow.
So we riding around L.A. We meet Eric B. and Suge. If you didn't know, Eric B. was the president of Death Row East.
Right.
And so we met them down there and stuff like that. And when they was talking, it was crazy as hell. And it was like, yeah, we just signed another group from Oakland that we think would be cool for you guys to produce and do some music. Well, I'm laughing inside because it's the Street Thugs. So it was kind of,
so your plan came together quick.
Hella fast, but you know, we never end up doing that, even though down to this day we still work on music together and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, at that time, it was one of those things like, wow. And it happened before, even with Paris, you know, because Paris was fucking with Jet and the Street Thug. You know, it was like a trip, you know. And the Conscious Daughters and us, the Conscious Daughters and stuff, we went to Paris at the record label at the same time.
Okay.
And they, you know, and they interviewed us, talked to us and stuff like that, and they went with the Conscious Daughters and stuff like that, man. As far as everything, they was raw as fuck too.
Yeah.
And I think that at that time, I just think we was a little bit too raw. Seriously, like, even looking at it back, I'm like, man, I wouldn't have signed these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I think we was just a little bit too raw. You know, seriously.
Y'all
Like,
y'all definitely ahead of your time.
Yeah, and I'm talking about as far as to handle, as far as business. And put it like this, like you said with these youngsters with this bullshit. If I was starting a label right now, and a group like us was, man, I'd be like, man, and they was just as raw as unprofessional and raw as we was, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay,
so I never. I mean, the talent was there. Like even like all the people that we ran into, like Sway Calloway, like Sway. Oh, he know what it is. Like when that's them boys, but y'all talk too much gangster shit. I ain't fucking with y'all. No, for real. Hey man, get these niggas up out, cause you know T-Cal and me like brothers too. You know what I'm saying? But he always understood because we was, during that time we was on some underground shit, on some other shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Not to be jibber jabbering, but I'm just trying to give you a well-rounded situation. Like even when you look at A.M.W's features, where the fuck they at? How come during that time of the golden era of underground rap, when we breaking ground with Ghetto Boys and N.W.A. and next thing you know, here come America's Most Wanted from the town. How come it ain't more motherfuckers? Like where these motherfuckers at? Man, these niggas was not fucking with us. You understand what I'm saying? Man, where your man, y'all want to do a record with these people and that, man, where's your CEO at, man? Ain't one. It's just us. Oh, fuck that. Now we can't do the politics. Hey, man, let's go talk to big homie over here and big homie over here, and y'all just gonna do the record. Nigga, we is the big homie. Ain't nobody. It's just us.
Wow. That was a hard line y'all was pushing.
Man, listen, we was on the same management. We was under the same management, Sophisticat's management with Don Parker, with Master P and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So, right, like I say, right now, down to this day, man, the relationships that I built with some of these people, you know what I'm saying, even in P's, man, I can talk to these people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And when I do call them and talk to them, I don't ever ask them for shit. It's just like, how you doing, brother? Like, man, we made it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked for no favors. You know what I'm saying? I always been good in these streets. I always ate, bro. Always. You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, to put it in the eggshell, man, we was around a lot of people who had a lot of great, fantastic ideas and a lot of hustle, but we was never the ones that people wanted to just fuck with and put on their shit. If they thought we was weak as fuck, then so be it. But independently, at that time, there was nobody selling more copies than A.M.W. That's how we got to deal with Jive. People don't know we got to deal with Jive before Spice. Spice was like the little homie coming to the shows and shit, he was opening up and doing stuff. We was on the same label. J-Dub, Spice, and A.M.W., we was on the same label, bro.
Wow.
We was the first one. Yeah, we was the first ones. We was on the Triad Records.
Wow, that's big. So,
yeah, and
how did y'all click up with D-Shot and get on those mixtapes that you putting out that were used during that time?
Man, because at that time, French Braids, which was Snake Pit, was always doing compilations. If you notice, every compilation, Pandemonium, and man, a lot of the ideas that was put on those was mine. Like Pandemonium was my song, was my single, bro. It was another one of my singles off my album, but I wasn't doing the album, so I gave that Pandemonium name to Ant. To French Braids, and that's how he did Pandemonium. I'm just saying, man, a lot of these songs, man, a lot of these ideas, even down to this day, if we talk, man, I know you finna come up with some good Captain Save 'em, Kev, and all them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? We always brainstorm. Everything we do, whether it's music or just business or not, man, we rocking. We trying to make something happen. Seriously, like right now, like what I'm saying, like, hey, Rel, what's up, man? I gotta get up. Let's see what it is. You know what I mean? So, then that's the gist of that right there.
Okay, so going forward to now with the pandemic and everything, are we going to be getting some new music out of y'all?
Hell yeah, man. Like I've been into some movie shit. I don't know if you ever heard of Tremendous Films. And I missed your question back there talking about how I ran into D-Shot now. Let me go back to this, this is gonna crack you up.
Okay.
We was doing the music and stuff, and we was doing some writing and some producing and stuff like that. And Chuck, like I say, Chuck was raw with them beats and stuff, and so I think Chuck did a few songs with Shot and Sugar and shit like that. I think he did it he did some shit. Chuck did some shit. And we started talking, and D-Shot made it seem like the Click wanted to sign A.M.W. But it wasn't the Click. It wasn't Sick with it. It was really Shot Records. I think we was actually the first group. And we met them out in Vallejo and shit like that and talked. And next thing you know, I remember 40 coming and him and Shot out there talking like, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm looking at them niggas like, what's up? But they talking, handling their business, so I didn't want to interrupt. And it just ended, man, it's the same, Shot, it's the same, it's us. Man, did you know that D-Shot signed A.M.W, man, to that album deal? Hey, how the fuck did D-Shot sign at that time? And this is what I'm saying. We thinking, man, we just fucking with these niggas. Because, once again, man, not to get into some politics but when it was time for some gangster shit to happen at one point in time, A.M.W was called.
Okay.
And so, with that being said, I'm still thinking, like, man, we just on some gangster shit, with these niggas, and we finna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? We finna fuck with this and just do this shit. It's just, but, it worked out, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I can't say we would have been further or did nothing, like I said, because our business savvy wasn't all the way there, for real. I always wanted to be some CEO shit and not really be too much rapping and shit like that, but I think we would have did good fucking with 40, but we never fucked with 40 after. He wouldn't touch it. It was more or less like, man, these niggas think they fucking went sick with it or something. We never did. It was just Shot Records. And I'm not saying it like Shot Records wasn't shit. Shot the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, it was just Shot Records. We released the Real Mob on Shot Records.
Okay.
The first album, Certified Classic, after it went out of rotation, as well as the single, Armed and Dangerous, and then the Real Mob was Certified Classic too. After that was out of rotation, we did Cell Block compilation. I did all them compilations. Cell Block is a certified classic. You know what I'm saying? We did Cell Block. That was when I was going. That's when I was doing my single, when I was going solo for real. But Davey D wouldn't let me put Lil Big on that motherfucker like that, because he knew he was gonna get more people drawn in putting A.M.W in there.
Okay.
But even though A.M.W was on the song, on some of the songs that I would do on compilations, it wasn't A.M.W songs. Like, that was my single.
Okay.
Like, that was like Guaranteed to Get High was my shit. And because at the time, motherfuckers didn't want to do it, and Banks didn't want to mix it. You know what I'm saying? Too Short. Everybody, we was all in the studio, man, at Pajama Studios. And I remember, because if you think about that song, we rapping like damn near like Bone on that song.
Yeah.
So when we on that song, motherfuckers was like, man, y'all sound too much like that nigga. So when you listen to that song from the beginning, it's gonna freak you out when I say, shut the fuck up, Chuck, and let me do my thing. Because Chuck was telling me as I was in the booth that we sound like them niggas. I recorded myself saying, shut the fuck up, Chuck, and let me do my thing. Okay. I'm selling everything from Tyree to Sesame, got what you need, but most of the time that Humboldt County green. And Chuck was like, oh, no, man, A.M.W, we can't. And I was like, it was real time, me saying that to him while I was in the booth, and he over there, I'm looking at him, because he produced the shit and Banks mixing it, and Chuck was like, and I was like, man, Chuck, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let me do my thing, man, you feel me?
Man, shout out to Pajama Studios, too. I remember that spot.
Hell yeah, Jim, man. Shit, Jim and Paul was them motherfuckers, man.
Man, that brings back, because I was always out there doing my promotional thing back in the day with AWOL back in the day. And
right.
Since you talking about it, I'm like, I remember all this shit.
And that's the trip that you telling me, so you know what was going on with AWOL and St. Charles and hell of shit.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Listen, man, it was some crazy shit happening with Sin and you know what I'm saying? And what was that St. Charles label called?
Shit. That is hella long ago.
Yeah, hell long though, but boy,
I can't remember the name of it, but I mean, he was doing his thing though.
Hey, exactly. But you know, motherfuckers was gunning for y'all, man. Motherfuckers wanted to fuck with y'all bad.
Yeah.
But AWOL, because the energy was the same. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
like
grind and energy was the same. We was like, these niggas, man.
I tell everybody all the time, technically speaking, we was the first Death Row.
Yep. Oh, for sure. Hey, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? That energy, that was you were definitely for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Could you imagine AWOL with the Street Thugs and A.M.W on that bit?
That would have been that would have been an empire that wouldn't have failed.
Yep. But maybe it would have because of timing. Like if we would have came out during the same time, what's them boys, Bling Bling and all them, whatever them.
Cash Money.
If Cash Money would have happened the same time, if that would have happened the same around that time when they was allowing and let's be clear, man. And this is the trip because of the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? The way this shit was, the Black Panther movement, no Crips and Bloods in the Bay Area.
Right.
You got to understand, man. That was power. Like when you come to Oakland, and I say this, man, with all due respect to anybody that bang or do what they do. I've never gotten up a day in my life, man. I'm in my 50s, bro. I've never gotten up a day in my life and worried about what color I was putting on.
Facts.
Never.
I always said, the Bay never banged Crip and Blood. They always banged blocks.
Yep.
Like if you didn't belong in that block, don't take your ass on that block. But
even then, man, like for me, that was my gift, man. That's how I put together this armada. That's how I put together this mob right here.
Okay.
Like I say, to go back in history, if you know about the Bay, then you know about the family and the mob. You know what I'm saying? So if you know who Harvey Wensington is, and then like do your homework. When you Google Harvey Wensington is the founder of Funktown.
Right.
And so you already knew Funktown and the Village and all that had their little issues and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, Mongoose, that's in the mob right now, NTO Mongoose, is a Wensington. That's like, no, for real. Like, so our foundation was not built on bullshit. It wasn't, bro. This shit was on purpose. No, even after this day, we was doing an interview with Harvey. We was doing an interview with Harvey. He was like, man, how the fuck you get my nephew to scream mob and we this over here? That was power. You understand what I'm saying? This is the mob, motherfucker. This is the mob. But our mob, even though it did, the foundation was that, you know what I'm saying? But it was never meant to strip somebody of their identity. Mongoose has always been Mongoose, and he always been a strong soldier to represent what the hell he wanted to represent.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By family first. Like, his family name oversaw, you know what I'm saying, what we would say just as the mob, because we knew how detrimental, Funktown was in the building of Oakland and the reputation of the town. You feel me?
Okay.
So it was bigger than just, this is the mob and we just saying some shit. Nah, man, we got some bricks up under this bitch.
Yeah. It was real back then.
And for him to say that was power. It wasn't a weakness. It was power.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Even when we went down to Death Row, if you listen to Tupac's song, what's the name of that song? Watch me invite the whole world, me and the mob getting married. Yeah.
That line, I can't remember that song, but I remember that line.
I think it's Don't Sleep.
I think so.
Yep. Matter of fact, it's Don't Sleep. Because I'm on that song. I'm on that song. I'm on Don't Sleep. I think I might be the first one. No creeping because the boogeyman's come. Creeping. Lurking in the shadows, can you hear? Breathing. Descending on your set like I'm a demon. Scheming. Looking for some victims I can sink these 223s in. Cold-blooded, my heart is freezing. Declare war on me and I'm going to bring my mob in. Meanings. Heathens. Swarming like locusts. Targets and focus. Hocus pocus. Murder's the case. Dumping on them like Calvin Brothers. Murdered them the worst in me. Smoking purposely. Fucked off his own circuitry. Check the hearse and see how evil and loose me. B.I.G. Motherfuckers supposed to make the list of endangered species. See these niggas like Simonex. Rock a bomb. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. My motherfucker die. Man, we was on that motherfucker. Gone.
Man.
And that's that. And Nutso was on there. The Outlaws was on there. Tupac was on there. Gas in that song. That's what it was. That's what it was. Don't sleep.
So.
Yes, don't sleep.
When are you going to inject the world with some real shit? Because it's needed right now. A lot of the vets are coming back into the game because they see the bullshit that's going on. They feel that some realness need to be put back into the thing.
I can't hear you for some reason.
How about now? Can you hear me now? You got me now?
I don't know if it's me.
It might be you, brother.
It just sounds different. You sound far back. I don't know why.
I don't know either. How about now? You got me now?
No, I can hear you, but it's not like how it was. It's not like on the speaker. Is it a speaker on my phone somewhere I posted? Did I hit something or fuck up?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know what phone you got. Well, you didn't turn around. We see the coffee table now.
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's not like it was. But
see if
I
you
can hear you, though.
Okay. Well, so if you can turn your speaker on or something. See if you can turn your speaker on.
Hold on just a second. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you watch this interview, understand this man is talking real shit. For those of you who do know what he's talking about, please spread the word, because it ain't none of this bumble mouth shit. Like this real shit this man is talking about, and y'all need to be paying attention because this is what the game needs. It needs that real that's coming back, because hip hop wasn't built on being fake and flashy and all this shit. It was telling our story and letting the world know that who we are and to respect what we got going on. I don't know when it turned fugazi like it did, but you know, I think it's time now for real cats to come back and inject this world with this real hip hop again and let it be known like everybody ain't like this shit. Like you just can't always pretend to be shoot 'em up, bang bang, gang gang, and all of a sudden when you get caught up, you want to snitch on everybody else. There's real steppers that do this shit, and you can fuck around and get your head knocked off if you talk that wrong shit.
I don't know what's wrong with it, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me try to hold on.
Maybe can you hear me if I speak up louder?
The speaker on. Huh?
Can you hear me if I speak up any louder for you?
You can try. It seemed like, I don't know, at first it seemed like you was talking through a mic where I could hear you hella good. Now it seemed like, I don't know.
Okay, well, what about now? Cause I need this. I need this.
Try shit because I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie at this anyway. You see how long it took me to get on this shit. I don't want to press nothing and fuck it up.
Let's see here. You got me now?
Yeah, you're getting better.
How about now?
It's the same as it was. Shit, we can continue. I can hear you good enough to, you know?
Okay, so when are we going to get the new A.M.W? What's going on?
Right now, we working on a project called the Rap NFL.
Okay.
National Fire League. You know what I'm saying? We spitting fire on this one. It's me and Cheech. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, he might be on it, but he's gonna be on it as himself. Chuck, you know what I'm saying? He ain't with all the cursing and all the bullshit no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, he be going to church, he be doing his thing on his on this real grown man shit. So he refused to be talking about bitches and guns and cussing and shit like that. But he do have some songs that got some game about what's going on in the world today, which I'm gonna put on there. And if he feel comfortable, then you know what I'm saying, if he feel comfortable with the whole layout, then Chuck will drop songs on the A.M.W. album on the Rap NFL.
Okay.
We have a song called The Murder Bands, Memories of a Mobster and stuff. All the stuff is coming soon. Memoirs of a Mobster. All the stuff is coming pretty soon. It's just me and Cheech right now. You know what I'm saying? We're rocking on it. At the same time, we got through the whole mob, we got a bunch of short movies coming out. Mongoose wrote one. Cheech Mack wrote one. You know what I'm saying? We do have an A.M.W. movie that we wrote like about 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to take a lot of money to get it done because it's retro. You know what I mean?
Right.
We bought into a movie company called Tremendous Films with Jose. You know, I don't know if you know Jose Montalvan, but Jose is the one that shot Obstacles, These Shots movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shot a movie with Brian Hooks. He shot that movie with E40 and them when they found the weed and all that shit.
Yep.
Don't Get Caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shot that too.
Okay. So y'all got a real factor.
Yeah, so I invested, and this is a trip because I knew where everything was headed as far as visuals even before this pandemic hit. So I invested in the company like about 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay. Now, even though your label is full of vets, are you willing to sign some young cats? Is there some young cats out there that you got your eye on, or?
Say what now?
Seeing how A.M.W. is like full of the OGs, is there some young blood out there you got your eyes on?
Man, you talking about as far as that I hear?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga Mozzie the truth.
Mozzie was just out here shooting a video with YG, so yeah.
Hey, that nigga, for real, like, the way that he put his words together, man, the way that he put his shit together, man, I like that nigga. Like, I don't have no problems with listening to that cat. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I like it. You know, I met him, and of course he didn't know who the hell I was, but it didn't matter because he still treated me with respect, and it was just a respect thing out the gate. I didn't have time to introduce it, tell him, oh man, you know what I'm saying, man, you know what I'm saying, you're the heir to this mob throne, man, as far as this gangster. It wasn't none of that, man. He was just a good dude. We was at a video shoot, you know what I'm saying, and up in the Hayward Hills and shit like that with Fatani.
Okay.
And they did some stuff up there, man. We was up there, man. He a real cut, man. I like that dude. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of more that my girls' sons be listening to this, and I be like, man, all these niggas sound the same. And then it's a few of them, NBA young boy, and so I be like, man, this nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they be sounding the same, but some of these cats can rap, and then some of them I be listening to, like, oh, okay, these cats, you know what I'm saying? These cats got it, you know?
Now, is there some cats in the hood that you willing to sign to your label to put out?
Yeah. I mean, listen, you gotta understand. So this is great. So let me break something down too. This is what's gonna fit together. So I just told you about Sean Cole Nuts. So you know that Keisha Cole is his sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got Chuckster in my group, and you know Queen Amina is Chuck's sister, right?
Yes.
We got a man, and then it's another one. Man, it's another sister that Chuck and them, man, you gotta hear this, man. Man, you gotta hear this. Shanty, raw, man, and you gotta hear Mina's new music. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Mina just been stuck because she always thought that Keisha wasn't gonna leave her stuck, and for some reason, by the grace of God, Keisha gonna come back and get her, or, you know, I mean, but that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That after she did Should've Let You Go, she never got her platinum plaque for that. Like, it's that type of situation. Like, damn. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Mina deserve her shit. She one of the rawest female MCs out here, for sure.
Okay.
I'm talking about she swinging niggas. Like, it just is what it is.
Okay,
Real
well,
shit.
when you get that album done, I'm gonna need that.
Man, you got that. Don't even worry about it. You got it. Like I said, we got a bunch of projects coming out, man, and we're also getting into the tokenizing our music. So through, you know what I'm saying, this Bitcoin type shit, man, my daughter, she deep in, my cousin, they deep into this shit. So we gonna start showing people how they can really make money off their songs. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just streams and stuff like that.
I need
they
to be
teach classes, man.
I need to be in that class.
Music, especially classics.
I need to be in that class.
And not to be speaking, but you know, this platform is made to promote. Through my career, man, listen to this. I got a song with Mac Dre. If you remember, Let's Get It Crackin'.
Yeah.
That's me. That was my song. Let's Get It Crackin'. That's my song. It's a little big featuring Mac Dre and who else? Nate Dogg. Oh, Nate Dogg. Yeah. Right? For real. I got a song with Pimp C.
What?
You don't remember? Listen, that's what I'm saying. Represent Southwest. Me, Yuck Mouth, and Pimp C. Represent Southwest. Ain't nothing fake up. Pimp C. Yeah, Jones. Pimp C came with that motherfucker gassing. That was my dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a song with Capone and Nori. You name it, man. I'm serious. You name it, man. I got some classics that I'm gonna bring out, and I'm gonna tokenize these songs because they's my songs. You know, okay. I'm gonna tokenize them, and you only do, you print up how many copies you think, but you make it a limited edition. It's like a painting,
right? And
then you put it on there digital. It's like digital art, and people actually bid on this shit digitally through Bitcoin and shit like that, man. This shit is off the chain. Like I say, I'm not gonna sit up here and make myself look stupid about speaking on it, but my cousin and my daughter, we actually putting it together tomorrow. Some of my art. It's going to be some of my art that I have for this cartoon that I'm doing called The Hydroponics. I actually dropped the album. If you go back, some kind of screw ups, but I actually dropped the album for 420 called The Hydroponics, Little Big, featuring The Hydroponics, which is a cartoon rap group that I created. It's crazy. But it's created after real people. So all the niggas that's in my, in the mob and stuff like that, when you start to look at the cartoon characters, you'll notice the similarities that, you know what I'm saying, that are in the people around me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as the way they dress, of course, their voices are going to be that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually promote this cartoon in they're weed characters. If I didn't say, I'm sorry, they're weed characters. They're half human, half weed characters, and we actually got costumes being made, so when we perform the songs, they'll perform the songs as the weed characters, as the group, the Hydroponics.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And once you get used to it's the cartoons like the Boondocks, but they're weed characters, and the gods are the growers. It's a trip. The gods are the growers and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a cold piece. It's cold.
Sounds great. We run out of time, so if anybody wants to get a hold of you to get on a feature or anything, can you tell the people how to get a hold of you?
Yeah, man, they can get at me on Facebook, Tyrell Brewer on Facebook. You can get at me on the Real Mob, REALMOBB 662 on Facebook. You can get at me on Instagram. It's Real Estate, RELLESTATE, Real Estate. And, and man, they can get at me on there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of projects going on. We're working on another movie in Oakland with Art Walls called The City of Dope. Everybody probably heard of it's going down. Like I said, if you're extra and you need to get in there and get your shine on, man, get at me. It's good.
I'm getting at you, bro. I need my shine.
Well, get it. Well, man, shit, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I promise you. I'm not just talking about the side of my neck, man.
I'm gonna need my pass. I want to be able to slide everywhere you go.
When it comes to this real mob shit, man, and when it comes to the real mob as a family man, you know what I'm saying? I'm that boy.
I was already told about you, bro. I already knew.
I'm just saying, sometimes, man, they forget. That's all I'm saying.
The people that aren't factors forget. Real factors remember that shit.
That's what's up, man. And like I say, I appreciate it, man. I'm serious. You just don't know how much I appreciate this. I know you be like, man, you got to understand, man. You know what I'm saying? It's because of people like you that even keep the name alive for us to do anything for the future. Like, people don't understand that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? This right here, I don't care if it's 2 people on here, man. Them 2 people know, hey, A.M.W. real, they finna do something. You know what I'm saying? The mom finna do something. You know what I mean?
Well, let it be known, as soon as we get completely off this COVID shit, I'm sliding out there to see y'all, bruh.
Man, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan to me.
Yes.
And if you have any ideas that you want to infuse and you just want to do, man, don't be like, man, these are some funny acting niggas, because we not. We'll do that shit.
And let it be
If
known.
you tell us to come down there, if you tell us to come, we come and we'll do that shit.
Man, I need a whole mob down here, bro. You playing with me.
Now, that right there, woo, hey, that right there, we supposed to be doing that shit at Jet's house soon. Jet's supposed to be throwing a dinner. Jet Black throwing a dinner for the mob. We doing that real soon. So that first one, you know, it's going. If you want to come, you can come. But I'm just saying, it's not open to everybody. That it's going to be a lot of discussions about a lot of issues that we have internally that we're trying to fix. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hence the reason that you didn't see Nutso with the, you know, with the other 2 street, that type of situation. So it's a lot of things, even with me and them, it's a lot of little things that we got to fix before we come. But we, at the end of the day, man, we family. Them niggas know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They do.
Say less. Well, brother, it's been my honor to sit here and talk to you and get the real, because this is what the world needs. They need that good shot of reality. And that's what you bring every time.
And I like I said, once again, I appreciate you. And like I said, we're going to keep pushing for the underground, man. That's where we came from, and that's where we at. We're going to keep pushing for the underground, man. So, like I said, without platforms like yours, man, we can't do too much for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the platforms like yours is what keep this shit lit. It keep us juiced. It make us, you know, feel, you know, important again. Like, man, somebody actually want to talk to me about this. Even though we got all this other shit going on in life, man, y'all might think like, man, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. We feel the same exact way. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Well, let it be known, I'm finna step into your DM and shoot my number so we can fill in the gaps. And shout out to Jeff Kwan for BTP Media for putting this together, man. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to talk to greatness like yourself. Jeff Kwan of BTP Media, he really did this for me.
Hey, but let me tell you something about Jeff, man.
Oh, shit.
Jeff go everywhere with me, bro. Every time I go somewhere, Jeff go. hey, listen, man. Jeff crazy ass then came to the hood, man, when we was doing it a long time ago. Jeff came to the hood, bro, and did his Jeff Kwan shit. He did his, I call him a hip-hop historian. He did his hip-hop historian in the middle of East Oakland, on the block. He came to that shit, man. I love Jeff. You know, me, him, and Eric B., you know what I'm saying? We got a cool relationship. Every time Eric B come into town, man, me and Jeff go fuck with him. I swear, we just go fuck with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Well,
we gonna make that happen again, because I'm definitely gonna shoot you my number and touch base. I gotta get some drops from you, so I'm gonna send that sheet to you pretty soon. And
like I said, anything you need, bro, for real. I'm not one of them funny ass niggas. Anything you need, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Hit me.
I appreciate it.
I swear, just hit me. If this in my power, if I can't do it, I'm gonna be like, bro, I can't do that. If I can do that shit, I'm gonna be like, man, come on. All of us is down here. Come on, we doing this. Come on.
There it is. Say less. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, bro. I thank you. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and I'm gonna be in touch with you. You stay safe out there.
Absolutely. You too. Peace out, bro.
You won.